Michaela Vernava for NESN.com, joined by Nick Underhill, Saints beat writer for the New Orleans Advocate, as you can see, at a very rainy Gillette Stadium. Nick, I want to talk to you a little bit about the game we have coming up tomorrow night, first preseason game. How much do you think we'll actually see of quarterback Drew Brees, and when he's out there, what will he be trying to test out against the Patriots defense?
Well, he said today he was told he's probably just going to play a series or so I don't think we're going to see a lot of him. And he took the bulk of the work here. The Patriots kind of split it up more between Jimmy Garoppolo and Tom Brady, but Brees was kind of throwing all the passes. So I think they probably feel like he got the bulk of his work in during these two practices. As far as what he needs to test out, I think it's just his accuracy, just make sure he's not making turnovers. There were some issues with that in camp, but he's looked really sharp out here. I don't think he has a lot to prove. It's just kind of stay on point and make sure the offense is operating how they want it to operate.
What else do you think we'll see from the offense as a whole trying to get better at during this game?
Well, for me, the main thing I'm going to be watching is Garrett Grayson. He was a third-round pick last year. He had an iffy preseason last year. His camp hasn't been great, and I think it's like a Garoppolo situation. He was maybe the heir apparent, and if he plays well in these games, it's good for him, and it's also good for the team because they can up his trade value if Brees gets re-signed. He's in the last year of his contract. If they keep him around, maybe that third-round pick turns into a second-round pick down the road. And then just a little bit further down, they need some guys on the offensive line to distinguish themselves. They're pretty shallow there. There's only about 6 guys that are probably locks to make the team. And they got uncertainty at guard with Jari Evans leaving, so they need Cineo Calamente and Tim Lolito to play well. And just some of those other little battles will start to sort themselves out.
Now, overall, which team do you think had the most to gain from this week, both in joint practices and from this preseason game? Because the Patriots have, of course, the Jimmy Garoppolo situation, and then, on the other hand, the Saints trying to improve their defense coming out of last season. So who do you think has most to gain?
Well, you said it with the Jimmy Garoppolo thing, but I think beyond that, the Patriots are probably rightfully very comfortable with who they are. They win every year. I think they have a good team here, so I think they probably feel pretty comfortable. Saints came into this with a lot of questions, so I think they probably have more to gain. They need to see that defense keep playing well. And, there's some new guys on offense that are going to play big roles, Mike Thomas and Kobe Fleener. So I think there's more questions on the Saints side, so I think they have more to gain with a good game. And the Patriots, they're going to win. They're going to do their thing. They get past those first 4 games, it's back to normal.
Do you think any of those questions that the Saints have were answered at all after these first 2 joint practices?
A little bit. We saw the defense play okay yesterday. I know there were some sloppiness on the Patriots side. So I think they started to get some answers, and I think that they should feel good coming into that game if they can continue to build on that. I think it'd be a big confidence booster for a team, as you said yesterday, that was historically bad on defense last year. So I think they're maybe on the right track.
All right, Nick, thanks so much. Make sure to keep it on NESN.com for all your NFL news.